What is up, Budget Billers? My name is Trail, better known as Budget Bill, and this is your fourth stimulus check update and stimulus package update for Tuesday, May the 11th. Hello, everyone, and we have some good news today to share with you regarding some new stimulus check bonuses that are coming out soon. Lawmakers in various states are planning on helping their own citizens with a bonus stimulus check for many. Now, this is coming from the $350 billion in the American Rescue Plan that was allocated for local and state governments. That money is about to be available, and state, city, and county governments are deciding where and how to offer this money. The Biden administration announced on Monday that it will now allow governments to access their portion of funds from the Treasury Department through an online portal. The money allocated for each state will come in two phases, one this year and the second phase in 12 months. Once the states receive this money, it must be spent by the end of 2024. Now, before we get started, if this is your first time to the channel, hey, welcome and glad to have you. On this channel, we talk about finance, real estate, credit cards, Bitcoin and crypto, and stimulus update news. So if you're interested in any of those, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. That way you can join our community. Also, if you end up liking the content in this video or even laughing at one of my jokes, then be sure to like this video. Other than that, guys, hey, let's go ahead and jump right into the video. Okay, guys, so the $1.9 trillion American Rescue Plan included $350 billion in direct aid to states and cities designed to replenish governments that experienced tax revenue shortfalls. As businesses were locked down during the pandemic, most states were forced to make cuts and halt capital spending in the process. The rescue package was mandated by the Treasury Department that it would deliver this relief aid within 60 days of President Biden signing this bill, which was on March the 11th. And now that time has come, this money should become available to several states this week. Now, in the past, we have seen multiple states offer their own stimulus bonus packages. Like California has offered the $600 Golden State Stimulus. We saw Maryland had their own Relief Act of 2021, where they gave out $500 stimulus checks for families and $350 for individuals for low to moderate income earners. And then we saw New Mexico offered $600 rebates to those who have adjusted gross income of $31,000 or less. And now, going forward with this new round of funding from the American Rescue Plan, we should start seeing other states have their own stimulus as well. Just last week, we saw the Florida governor, Ron DeSantis, announce that first responders in the state will be receiving a $1,000 pandemic bonus. This is what he said.
Supporting our law enforcement and first responders has been a top priority for my administration, and it has never been more important than over the last year. As a state, we are grateful for their continued service to our communities. This one-time bonus is a small token of appreciation, but we can never go far enough to express our gratitude for their selflessness.
There are roughly 174,000 first responders in Florida that are expected to receive this $1,000 stimulus check. This would include law enforcement officers, first service personnel, and emergency medical workers. These payments were originally called for in March, and now the money is set aside in the Florida's $208 million budget. I mentioned how California had their own Golden State Stimulus. Well, Governor Newsom announced on Monday that more Californians will be receiving more stimulus relief aid. Governor Newsom said a $100 billion economic recovery relief plan will provide one-time stimulus checks, rent, and utility relief for more Californians. Part of Newsom's California Comeback Plan is expanding the state's Golden State Stimulus Relief Package to include families who earn up to $75,000. The governor said that the state would spend about $12 billion to send out the $600 payments, which 2 out of 3 Californians would be eligible to receive. But what about all the other states? I mean, will they plan to offer a stimulus check for its citizens? Well, some states are planning on big spending of the relief aid, and some states are not planning anything. As of yet, it's kind of hard to determine what they are going to spend it on right now, as they await for more direction from the Biden administration as to what they can spend the money on. But we should know more within the next week or so. I will try and make a list of all the states that are offering any type of bonus stimulus checks so I can keep you guys informed. Now, personally, I hope that each state does something for first responders as well as perhaps our seniors. They really deserve this right now. Those that are on fixed incomes like SSI, SSDI, and other Social Security recipients. Most of the time, they don't have the option to go out and get a new job to make some additional income, but they are severely affected by the pandemic as food prices and services have gone up at least 3 times over the past year. So providing a little bit of assistance for them is definitely needed. Now, moving on, the Democratic second famous leader, Bernie Sanders, has teamed up with Representative Ilhan Omar and introduced new legislation last week that would create a permanent universal school meals program to provide children with free meals. The program would offer free breakfast, lunch, dinner, and a snack, which would ultimately eliminate school lunch debt once and for all. The Universal School Meals Program Act of 2021 would expand and make it permanent program by the USDA. It was recently extended by the USDA through 2021 to 2022 school year, which provides food for all children regardless of their family income levels, free of charge. So far, this proposal has about 9 co-sponsors in the Senate and 26 co-sponsors in the House. It also has the support of over 360 education, youth, and food-related organizations. This is what Bernie Sanders had to say.
In the richest country in the world, it is an outrage that millions of children struggle with hunger every day. Every child deserves a quality education free of hunger. What we've seen during this pandemic is that a universal approach to school meals works. We cannot go backwards. I am proud to introduce this legislation alongside my colleagues to ensure no student goes hungry again.
Now, the Permanent Universal Free Meals Program could also help stimulate local economies. The bill would direct schools to get at least 25% of their food from local sources, which would provide enormous investment in rural communities. We look forward to seeing this bill to get more support and hopefully get passed very soon. Now, in other news, Pfizer came out yesterday and announced that the Pfizer vaccine is now safe for children. The FDA has authorized the Pfizer vaccine for children between the ages of 12 and 15 years old.
Today's action allows for a younger population to be protected from COVID-19, bringing us closer to returning to a sense of normalcy and to ending the pandemic. Parents and guardians can rest assured that the agency undertook a rigorous and thorough review of all available data, as we have with all of our COVID-19 vaccine emergency use authorizations.
So far, Pfizer has concluded about 3 clinical trials of 2,260 teens in the United States. The data showed there were 0 cases among them after fully being vaccinated. Kids had side effects similar to young adults, which include pain, fever, chills, and fatigue, particularly after the second dose. Their studies will continue for the next 2 years. They are also reviewing the vaccine for kids as young as 6 months old to 11 years old. They hope to see authorization from the FDA for children between the ages of 2 and 11 years old sometime in September. And with that being said, hey, this has been another 4th Stimulus Check update for today. If you enjoyed any of this information or found it to be useful, be sure to hit the like button for me. It definitely helps out a lot, and it also tells YouTube to share this video with others. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button for me so that you can be a part of this community, and hit the notification bell to be notified of each new video. Again, as always, hey, I appreciate you guys stopping by and watching, and I hope to see you on the next video. Peace.